Hi there, welcome back to Stormhaven, the Iron Conspiracy, dear friends and deep thinkers. We're just here. We found the tavern, we found Nicodemus. Still, he doesn't really want to come along for some reason. So
What's out there?
It's our turn to have more of a look around. He's already said that he will come with us, old chap Nicodemus, but he didn't somehow. So I mean, we can ask him again. How do you like this? So long, my friend. Yeah, he won't talk more. So I think it's our task to first explore this ourselves. So we already talked to this man, who's a kind of a traveling salesman, whom we haven't talked to yet here, and we want to get to know the glorious village of Clamreach and all its secrets. We have quite found out a couple of them already. Let's talk to the barkeep, because we've made a character that is really great at ranged weapons and even greater at communication and intelligence. So let's see. So we're talking to Dobrel the innkeeper. The balding proprietor greets you with all the warmth and cordiality you'd expect from a seasoned innkeeper. Welcome to Dobrel's Black Pearl, Inn, gentle wayfarer. Please rest your weary feet after the hardships of the road. Now then, what can I get you? Food, drink, lodgings for the night? There's some chewing leaves from the Empire if you partake. Just say the word. You bet I'll say the word if the prices are right. Very well, I think I can offer a small discount just for you. I wonder, why is your establishment called the Black Pearl Inn? There is a story behind that. My father worked this bar way back, when I was but a wee bairn, and before that it was owned by my gramps, who built it with his own hands soon after he landed. A voyage to Nova Draconia. The whole thing paid for with a single shimmering black pearl. Not musingly, but stay silent. But there's also the important question of how my grandfather got his grubby mitts on said pearl. All right, let's have it. It all depends on who you ask. My aunt Liva, for instance, always said that grandfather got it from a hungry demon in exchange for being reborn as a swine in the next life, so that the demon might feast upon his flesh. And if I were to ask you instead of your aunt, I'd tell you the truth instead of the slander that old bat was spouting. See, she always hated our family trade, used to say booze business is Sir's business. Can you believe it? What? Your grandfather really did turn into a swine. So how did he really find the pearl? Grandfather noticed it in a bowl of mollusk pottage at a dockside tavern. The black pearl was floating amongst all manner of foul-smelling detritus that passed for ingredients, ready to become a family legend and namesake of a cozy, reasonably priced inn. The end. Do you mind if I ask some other questions? I'm all ears. What it's like to own an inn. My father was an innkeeper, his father was an innkeeper, and his father's father was an innkeeper, etc., etc. He smiles. The divines teach us that one should be content with his place in life, so I don't repine. Is it your only source of income? Gods, no. I'd have hopped the twig long ago if I didn't have other sources of income. The river trade slowed significantly after the last barbarian war, so we don't get as many guests as my old man did back in the day. He makes a holy sign. May his soul rest in Samai. Other good rumors? Don't want to alarm you, but I heard that a family of giant spiders has spun themselves a lair east of the village. Thank the good prophet, their natural prey doesn't include humans or livestock. All right, anything else? Oh, well, there's a pack of wolves terrorizing the village. The evil critters roam the north, on the far side of the river. Be very careful if you make your way over there. Got it, is that it? A bunch of dagger fangs are pillaging the fields to the south. Ugly, stinking vermin the size of a cat. They're not all that dangerous, but they'll destroy the crops if they're allowed to run amok. Anything positive? People are whispering that the dragon himself was spotted flying over the sea one stormy night. can you believe it? If this gossip is real, we're truly blessed. Or cursed, another story. You know them fellas who run the Balto ore mines for Swordhaven? I heard they hired an evil sorcerer to guard the place with an army of summoned monsters. Pretty creepy if you ask me. What else can you tell me? Some say that a great knight, Saint Troidan of Caronia, died near these shores about 100 years ago. A lot of fortune hunters have come through here over the years, searching for his legendary sword and enchanted greaves. But to this day, they've never been found. And what's new in Nova Draconia? You probably heard about the quarrel between Swordhaven and the Lordlings. I sure hope they reach some sort of agreement before things escalate. Wars are nothing but bad news for honest business owners. You don't say. Heard other rumors? Wow, he really has more. He lowers his voice. All manner of scandalmongers are whispering that the wide-a-lot of Swordhaven Father Algermont is a shape-shifting werefox. Utter poppycock, I say, unless... anything else? Here's my advice. Be watchful on the roads. Convict hunters are roving the land, looking for escaped mine thralls, but I doubt they'd hesitate to snatch an innocent traveller, especially if he's not a local. Anything else? A flock of flying leeches have been causing a ruckus around Swordhaven. They bite like any other leech, but these ones are venomous too. Their victims suffer all manner of horrible hallucinations. Some adventurers who got bitten nearly perished from the loathsome visions they saw. That doesn't sound good. Anything else? I try not to speak ill about the other villagers, but a resident drunkard, an occasional business associate of mine, Alder, oh, we met him already, is rumored to be a black widower, as in he killed his wife. At least that's what the old grapevine is saying. Any more gossip? You know that the famous healer and scholar Agranat the Enlightened made Swordhaven his home. Well, now you do. Agranat, eh? Whom we were supposed to meet. All right, tell me something else. There hasn't been a bad plague for some time now, gods be thanked, but the soothsayers are predicting a new outbreak in the near future, so stay vigilant. Yes, thank you. Anything else? I heard Grainhole's healer is the daughter of famed sorceress Kadaga Thricewise. Can you believe it? Remarkable. He knows everything. Any more stories? Nothing else comes to my mind right now, but if you ask again, I don't mind repeating myself. Thank you, but I must be on your way. Oh, wait. Come again, friend. Nico, come on. Yeah, so long, my friend. Okay.
I'm on it.
I guess we'll have to find our way around a bit. And just see if we can meet more people. That will give us something specific to do, so we can take along our old companion. Where do we leave here? And what's this about his grandfather being a swine now? We have seen swines. And we've made a level. So let's see what it is to get a new level. Let's see. So here we go. So we can go for a new level. Let's do this. Ta-da! We get 20 new skill points. We got 14 skill points from our intellect, so that's pretty great. We could get stealth up a bit. So +1 to initiative if combat was started from stealth. We could get higher bluff. Every attack has a 1% confusion chance. Is there persuasion again here? 1% to hit for all team members. Oh, interesting. Okay, let's see. We have other things though. Haggling. 5% discount for all wares. That sounds kind of cool. I think so in the long term. This makes a lot of sense. What do we have here? Medicine, craft potions. Up to 2nd tier, crafting, produce wares up to 2nd tier, okay. That's kind of interesting too, right? Lock picking. Pick locks up to level 2. Kind of nice too, right? So, I really like to have better ranged weapons, but maybe let's distribute this a bit. I mean, we could also go for a spear, maybe. That would keep some distance between us and the enemies. Yeah, let's get some more things to 50. Like haggling would probably profit from. Lock picking maybe. Just in case. And we want to increase our strength in persuasion. Intimidation, I'm not sure. We could start on that, but outdoorsmanship, yeah. Crafting might be... We'll not yet go for that. Let's also increase our ranged weapon skills a bit. So let's see. We have another available point here. So let's see. We have the Death Whistle. Additional SP is... For this attack is 25% more attack in a 10 long line. May only be performed if you're at least 5 steps away from the target. 25% chance to make the targets panic. Will attempt to flee the battle for 2 turns. Okay, deals your weapons minimum damage. Then we have here. Jump away. Remove the engaged status, letting you move around the battlefield with double speed. That's kind of cool. And the earshot. 50% chance to cause confusion. Okay, so that's kind of cooler. Alright, okay. What is the follow-up for this? Favorite target. Okay. This is not yet available in early access, the next one. Okay. Here, double tap. 25% chance. A 25% chance to make the target panic is not much, I think. This is guaranteed and will save us. And the earshot has at least a 50%, but I would rather have this to save us. Make space. Wonderful. Open the inventory. Okay. So we have the UI button. And then we can drag it down. There's the ability. Fomp. Ah, well, this is easy. Very nice.
Nice and smooth.
Haven't talked to you yet. The blacksmith's wife. The woman of her Sepperwan smile. I'm sorry, this is going to be a lot of talking, because we just made the character so that we could get all the lore, all the story, and everything like that. So we want to learn all about this setting, the game, and that's the interesting thing here. It's more around the story elements. We'll have other videos where we go in about the mechanics and so on. But this is, in the playthrough, we're this explorer type. And we're exploring the human element as well. Excuse my surly humor, stranger. It ain't your fault. You're welcome in our village, especially if you need some smithing done. What's making you sad, good woman? Yeah, she looks sad. Oh, 'tis nothing, Sugar Plum. I happen to know the old fiddler's ballad. Oh, the fiddler? Okay, yeah. I kind of know it. Then you know how touching it is, and how it talks about getting a new chance at life after wading through heartache plenty. I wouldn't mind hearing you tell it. It is a long tale about an old man who lost everything he had to war, except for his fiddle. It played and cried, day in and day out, pouring all his heartache into the tunes. His songs were so poignant. They drew the attention of the kindly people, so they whisked the poor fellow away to the mystical realm of Pokainji and tasked him with playing at their king's funeral. Oh, the kindly people. Well, you know the little men, the green folk, the fae of the deep, dark forest, tricksters and liars. Good-natured kidders all. Looks around. Don't ask me to describe them. What kind of talk attracts their attention? They're really all that kind. Briefly forgetting her sadness, she leans in to whisper, "Don't you know nothing? We speak of them with words meaning the opposite of what they really are. That befogs the wee blasties. You've seen them yourself. No, thank the gods by it. I've heard plenty of stories about their crooked ways from people I trust." Got it. Continue. "Strange is the night, when black stars rise, and eerie moons circle wicked skies, but the old fiddler fiddles through it all, bringing tears to the kindly people's eyes and warming their evil little hearts." So what I really like about this game, it's far more integrated than Baldur's Gate. There's far more story in there, far more background. Like, it feels more like a world. Baldur's Gate is focused on the character and his story, and this is more like you live in this world, and the others live in that too. After the king was buried, the old man was returned to the real world, and not as he was, but as a healthy young lad, a boon from the grateful dead. Struss the minstrel sang me that ballad when he stayed in Clam Ridge. Oh, Strassed! We've heard from Strassed. I think he got a meal for free at the inn. That's what I mean. It's so connected. Lately, I can't help but ask myself, would I want to return to my youth and live it all again? If I understand correctly, the old fiddler wasn't sent back to the days of his youth. He just got younger. You're a sharp one, ain't you? I suppose you're right. It's never said that they sent him back in time. It's just that in most tales, time travel is the only thing the kindly people muck about with. Playfully have fun with. So would you travel back in time if you could? I don't rightly know. I know I would. Perhaps I would too. But you know what they say, the dragon takes the memories of our past incarnations for a reason, so that we cherish every one of our lives like it was the only one we'd ever get. Can I ask you some other questions? I'm much too busy for idle chit-chat right now. Why don't you mosey on over to my husband's smithy? I'm sure he'll entertain you with all manner of prattle while you peruse his wares. At least tell me your name. The name's Milja, darling. Don't wear it out. Pleasure. Well, it's time for me to go. Be good, and if you can't be good, be careful. She's a nice one, eh? She's a nice one. These stories. Yeah, we also wanted to the headman's house, because I think we can get... Are we at the headman's house now? No, we just left the inn, or didn't we? It's kind of irritating to me sometimes. Yeah, we have to go here. We wanted to the headman's house because we've killed some lizards that were terrorizing the surroundings. This woman has been standing here for quite a while. A wealthy peasant woman. The plump peasant woman greets you with a caring smile. Good health to you. Lovely weather we are having, don't you agree? You seem to be in good spirits, ma'am. 'Tis true, I am content, and it's all thanks to Loima's bell. What's that? It's a holy relic we keep down at the graveyard. If you ring it, and the next day the weather's bonny, it means you're favoured by the gods, and good things will come your way until the end of the season. But if it's gloomy and rainy, that's a bad sign. She shakes her head and smiles. As you might have guessed, I recently rang it and got the best weather. You should ring it yourself sometime. Okay, what if there's going to be an eclipse the next day, but the weather is otherwise good? As long as it doesn't rain, you should be fine, at least. That's how the legend goes. What does she know about? Did you make that up just now? Gracious, of course not. I'm a respectable woman, after all. It's in the legend, just like my Nan told it, with every possible clause and exception included. Even something like, what if I fall dead from sunstroke that morn? Am I truly lucky then? The answer is yes, by the way. If you die from sunstroke, your good luck will be passed along to your closest friend or relative. What if I have neither friends nor relatives? Then for 5 whole days you'll be transformed into a vengeful spirit, with permission from the dragon himself to rain any kind of misery upon those who've wronged you in life. What if the one who wronged me most was myself? That's a rare one, but I think the legend has a rule about that too. Her brow wrinkles briefly in thought. Ah, yes, in that case, you'll be reborn as a king, and with shockingly good looks to boot. Ooh, what if I ring it and at the same moment it starts pouring? Dragon forbid she makes a holy sign. In that case, a meeting with a deadly foe awaits you. What if I ring it in the depths of winter? It's too cold for rain. Then you should look for snowfall. If there's none, you're in luck. If it starts falling on the morrow, well, I'm sorry. What if the next day is clear and sunny, but with a bit of light drizzle? Then your luck is going to be forced into the middle ground. If you're usually lucky, you'll become a tad less so for a while. If you're the luckless sort, you'll have more good things coming your way, but not as much as you'd hoped for. And what if I ring the bell during a terrible drought, when rainfall would be lucky for everyone? If so, the magic of the bell will compensate for the rain by making your misfortune way worse. Oh, okay, gotcha. One more thing. A few more questions. What's your name? Lochner. Lochner the Third, since it's the same name as my Ma and Nan. Oh, cool. She has a lineage. Can you tell me about the village? 'Tis a good place, when there's no famine or pox. If it's history you're after, better ask my husband. He knows it by heart. Oh, your husband is the village headman. Ah, okay. Do you have any local wisdom to share? Of course. You must know that if you drink from an animal's paw print at the exact start of the witching hour, you'll be cursed to walk the land twisted into that animal's shape. The same happens when an animal drinks from a human footprint. You'd ask why there are woods still teeming with tribal bandits. They're all werebeasts, that's why. Oh my goodness. She may be onto something, or maybe not. Maybe that's all really crazy, but it's some way to metaphorically interpret the world, right? It's really some way. What else do you have? Have a pleasant day. Best of luck on your adventure. Thank you.
Fine. I'll do it.
So when we're going, like, could be going into that direction, that would be to the headman's house of the village. But where is the entrance to this house? Is it on that side, I hope? Yeah, that's easier about the classical view, right? Oh no, that's the other side. Okay, so we have to go around here. Where's the entrance to this, though? Is it like here? Ah, it's here. Yeah, that looks like it, right? There's something... burning coal on some wood. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So this is the headman's house. Let's see if we can meet the headman. Hello, is anybody here? You're in here? There's even palm trees here.
Gonna see what's
Hello there. Lochner the Third. Ah! Okay, you find the peasant woman in the midst of a song. I don't want to ride to the fair today, but when there's a sale, I'll find a way. When there's a sale, I'll find a way. Oh, hello. Sorry to bother you. Best of luck on your adventure. There she is again. Will we meet her all the time here? I wonder. That's kind of funny, right? Lochner the Third. Okay.
I'm on it.
She's married to the headman. That can only be good for her, I think. Is this the headman? No. Surely not. That's a farmhand. This broad-shouldered peasant lad waves to you. Well met, stranger. How goes it? Everything's fine, thank the gods. Good to hear, smiles back. You're heading to Swordhaven, right? Why are you asking? Just want to know your plans. The gosh-darned roads are as dangerous as a drunken barbarian these days. Too bad, because I do intend to visit Swordhaven. And here's a piece of advice for you. Keep your ear to the ground out on the thoroughfare. There are gangs of ne'er-do-wells roving the countryside. They mostly bark and bite, and no bite, of course, but some are real tough sons of soot. I'm not saying you're faint-hearted. There's no shame in running if you're outmatched. Even better if you can find a caravan going your way. It's much more fun to travel with good company. Okay, do we know when the next caravan's leaving? Nope, things being what they are, with bandits and monsters on the prowl, caravans are scarce. Hopefully that'll change, but I I wouldn't count on it. Okay. In that case, thanks for the advice. No need to thank me, mate. That's how everyone should be. Clued up, especially when it comes to one's safety. You seem preoccupied. Is there a lot of work in the village? Sure, there's work aplenty. You're looking for a job? Perhaps, but not a... No, Nord. I do. You seem to be the fighting sort. Try your luck killing those 2 big lizards down by the shore if you haven't already. Okay, would you mind answering a couple of other questions? No, I'm not much for answering questions. Better talk to the other villagers. Well, see you later then. Okay, so...
Nice and smooth.
Is this... Oh, that's the loo. And where is the headman now? There's a pig here. We've heard these pig stories. Oink, oink. Let's talk to the pigs. Why cast pearls before... What? Ah, yeah, pearls, right. Oh yeah, all of them say that. Maybe we'll find... The cow looks at you with sadness in her eyes. Trustingly sniffs... It seems the cow has nothing to say to you. Okay. There's the farm hand again. Knock, knock, knock.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that was the black pearl reach in. That's what's around here, I wonder. I mean, we've been to the headman's house, but he wasn't here. Or maybe our job is to find the headman. I found another travel point, nice. Also cool that we don't have to kind of click it. That's always helpful. What do we have here? Hello, kid. Saw a boy eat a bug last week. Gross. Now I'll never marry.
Fine.
Alright. That's not the grossest thing you'll see. There's the newt again. I think we know her already, right? Any news around here? Everyone's on the edge because of the tensions between Swordhaven and the landed nobility. The mainland lords won't lift a finger to quell it neither, as long as they get their precious ore and timber. Doesn't sound good. Anyway, gotta go. Stay out of trouble. Okay. I'll certainly try to. And I want to find this headman. Where is he? Where is that Mr. Headman? Danute, child. Miller,
Okay.
child. It's good that we... Someone visited that here. Clam Reach, I guess. Oh, that's... Oh, there's a small harbor. I wonder what or whom we'll find here. Is there anyone? No one? No one at the harbor. That's a rare sight. Hello? Are you here? What's this? Ah, there's a man here. Man who sells fishing rods, I guess. An angler. The bewhiskered fisherman bows in greeting and asks in a low voice, "It is a lovely day for fishing, eh, matey?" Yes, it is. The fellow nods and glances back at the gently flowing river. Why are you fishing here of all places? He strains his back and plants hands on his hip. It's a good angling spot. Worth the long walk from my log cabin over yonder. How do you find time for leisure fishing? Usually I don't. Too much work on the farm. But when I get even a whiff of freedom, I spend it all on fishing. A caravaneer or a runner from Swordhaven grabs their smoked eel for the road, and I earn a few extra coins. Wouldn't it be smarter to use an eel basket? Instead of sitting here, we're the intellectual again. Smart ass, eh? It's good enough that the locals let me fish in their river. If I started using traps, I reckon they'd knife me to death, and rightly so. Nevertheless, I'm sure there are better spots upstream, less crowded. At least why not go there? 'Cause I like it here, all right? Besides, everybody knows that using eel bugs is a privilege, not a right. Regards as if you were a child, you'd get 12 lashes and a hefty fine therewithal. The high wild lots foresters caught you in the act. Okay, so it's not that much freedom here. What made you choose this particular spot? The fact that it's so far from my home, the old battle axe doesn't know a thing about it. The man's laugh is joyless. There's a twinkle of regret in his eyes. Not the real reason, is it? Hey, you're right. I shouldn't have said that. He looks down at his feet. The real reason is the legend. What legend? There's a tale about a golden fish that can be caught somewheres around here. The thing is said to fulfill any wish you can think of. What would you wish for? Thinking about, oh, I know, a magic porridge pot. Or maybe 7-league boots? I don't know. I think of something when I hook the wee beastie. What if you ask for 1,000,000 more wishes? Ha, that's pretty slick. Probably try that myself once I finally get my hands on that jilled critter. Why not fish for it outside the village? The woods aren't safe of late. He did this before continuing that, and well, a barbarian soothsayer told me I'd catch the bloody thing right here in Clamreach. I'd love to catch such a beastie. Everyone says that, which is why I want to keep my goal a secret, all right? All right, but I want to join in on the hunt. Fine, you deserve a fair shake. He staples his fingers and points at you. But if you catch the golden fish first, we split the wish, half and half. Yeah, let's get back to it. He lowers his voice. Aye, anything else fish-related floating around in that noggin of yours? What are the local fishing traditions? Snow and lightning indeed. This ain't wizardry. Yourself a rod and some bait and you're set. If you catch the magic fish, you have to share it with me. Got it? Will any worms suffice for the local fish? Worms won't catch anything worth catching, matey. Not in these waters. Here we use moth bait. You want some? Got a few extra I'm willing to sell for only 10 dinners apiece. I know that dinner devaluation is at an all-time high, but 10 coins for bait gets real. 5 then? What's this moth bait anyway? Just a plain old moth grab. Anybody can find them, but drying and wrapping it in colorful string, that's where the true art of bait making shows. Okay, give me some. Here you go. Wait, why are you speaking so softly? So as to not spook the fishes, the wish-fulfilling kind included. Gotcha! He turns his attention back to his float. If anything else, hate to disappoint you, but I've only got fishing on my mind. That's the way I like it. Who are you, though? People call me Max Kernick. My pleasure, but I need to go. Let's get away the catch. Okay, so we got fishing bait from this man now. That's kind of cool. And there's a chest. Ooh.
Locked.
The chest is locked. As it's a green chest, I think we can open it.
We're in.
Oh, nice. Arrows. And some ingredients. Let's take it. So, time passes quickly while we explore this fishing village. So, I say thank you for watching. Happy gaming to you. What I usually aim for is like 20 minutes. But it's like, there's so much to talk about here. Okay, once the talking is done, of course, that will be at some point. We'll go out adventuring. I feel like we should learn as much as we could, as we're such a flimsy guy too. I mean, we do pretty well with a bow, but we need someone to tank for us. So, have a great time until next time, and happy gaming. This is Immanuel Khan signing out. See you soon. Have a great time until then, and happy gaming. Until next time.